guys, this is Kryptonio back with another one on the channel. And today I'm going to be going back over Anchor since it's one of the biggest gainers of the day. And y'all know that that is one of my favorite, if not my ultimate favorite. I was telling one of my investment buddies that if I had to pick one crypto that I was a Maximus in, it was Anchor. I told him I'd be an Anchor Maximus. That is really not a thing. It's only Bitcoin Maximus and ETH Maximus, but I'd be an Anchor Maximus. Uh, but Anchor is up today 33%. The whole market is kind of green all across except MXC. Y'all know that is another favorite that I have here. MXC is so, but Anchor is the reason for the season, is the culprit for the video. But going over the trading view, um, about 2 weeks ago, I did a video on Anchor, and I was telling you guys that Anchor may get above this gray box and that it was probably going to be a hard task to do so. It was kind of like I can show you all the exact video and what was going on there in that video. Here's the video. We predicted on the channel that it broke out. It went straight to the top of this white line that I had made, and it actually started getting its rejection there. If it gets above this gray box, we're going to be looking good. It should have a lot of room to run. Hopefully, we'll run up into some start getting maybe up into the double digits as far as 0.10, at least 10 cent maybe. If we can get across this resistance here, hopefully we can do so within the next week or so. Hopefully by the end of this week, before this weekly candle close, we push on up and start to test that box. If we go over to the daily, we can get a daily look at it. And this video, guys, was actually 2 weeks ago that I posted that video. If you are somebody who watches videos on the channel and you've seen that video currently has 2.3K views. So quite a few people are interested in the video and more than likely the Anchor project, because the views just reflect that people are searching for content on Anchor, and they are trying to do research and get a little insight on Anchor. And the video has more views than I have subscribers. So I have 1.56K subscribers on YouTube. The video got 2.3K views. So it almost doubled the views than I have subscribers. So people are really looking for the video. Going back over to trading view, but yeah, in that video, that's what I was talking about. Anchor pushing up, testing this gray box and trying to get above this gray box. It took a couple of weeks. So when I was doing that video, we were on this candle right here, and I was saying hopefully we can push back up and test that box. We didn't on that candle, but the next week we pushed up and tested that box again, got rejected. The next red candle was more to the downside, and this orange line has been a great indicator on when you could have DCA'd back into the project, because being so that this orange line was the resistance on this orange line was crazy, going all the way back until let me move this here at the bottom. This resistance went all the way back to May of 2022. That line has been suppressing the price and keeping the price down, and we finally flipped that orange line into support, came back down and tested it, and then blasted off that line. Now we're back up testing the gray box again that I was talking about in the last video 2 weeks ago. So we are still trying to get above that box. Here we are a little over 2 weeks later, and we are pushing right up through that box. So patience, guys. That's all it takes, is patience with these projects, and finding somebody like myself or whoever it may be that you trust to give you some good analysis on a project that you are invested in, to help with your patience, because sometimes hearing the right thing can help you have patience if you're somebody who struggle with having patience. But if you're going to be in the crypto, by the time you're done with it, you're going to have patience, trust me. crypto has done wonders for my patience. And so pushing up now, we're pushing up through that gray box. Hopefully we can get on top of this gray box, and just like we flipped this orange line into support because it was great resistance going all the way back 2 years ago, hopefully we can flip this, we can get above this gray box and do the same exact thing that we did down here to the orange line, get above it and flip it into support, because this gray box has been some great resistance also. It was great support back here going all the way back to July of 2021. So 3 years ago, it was great support back here. It was supporting the price. Every time the price touched it, it jumped off of that box. Here, touched it, jumped off. Here, touched it, jumped off, and then got a lot of sell pressure. This right here was when we were getting sent into the shadow realm to start the bear market. And then once it got dumped down through that, the bear market started, which to me is the best part of the market. So and then here it was also acting as resistance. Once it proved itself at great support, and we lost it as support, it proved itself as great resistance. So hopefully that line, if we can get on top of that gray box there and it turns into support, now it's helping us, not hurting us anymore, then maybe we can blast off of that. So hopefully we continue to push up. So continue to push up. We came back down. Those are the patterns that I always show you guys: rise, retrace, rise. So, tested the orange line as support, and hopefully get through the orange line and hopefully jump off this orange line and get through the gray box and just kind of blast through it, just like that. That's what I would like to see. If it doesn't happen exactly in that way, that's okay. If it takes us a little minute to get all the way through it and we meander around here for a little while before we blast off, that'll be just fine. I'll be able to deal with that. Um, Going over to CoinMarketCap, Anchor all time is up 372%. And when it says all time, that's going all the way back until the inception of the project, which was in 2020. Is when the project was when Anchor was introduced into the market. Uh, but as you can see, guys, we are really, what we got going on back here. Oh, commercial coming on. I'm watching that on YouTube. So when you go into this, you get the run up there, and you can see that we are a long way away from the all time high. We're just start this run is just starting off here, so we still got a long way to go, and that's fine. We like that we have a long way to go, because if you go over to here, you can see we are already up 169.33% in the Degen portfolio on the Anchor spot, which is currently has a total value of $6,238.05. And with us being that far away from the all-time high, going back here, with us being that far away, you can only imagine what it will do for the price of Anchor in the portfolio. It will be absolutely phenomenal, because we've only come a short distance, and it's already up 160 something percent, as I just showed you guys. So we still have a long way to go. That would be probably 1,000% up once it get up. I mean, 100%. No, yeah, it'll be 1,000% up at the whole all-time high. It'll be back at 1,000%. That would just be phenomenal. We'd love that here at the channel for sure, because we love Anchor. Uh, Going over to the daily huddle. This trader Michael Van D Pope, I guess that's how you say his name, but what he's saying is altcoins gearing up to outperform Bitcoin following a very healthy correction, and we did just have a very very healthy correction in the altcoin market, as you probably already know. If you was here, you witnessed that pullback we just had. Um, Widely followed trader Michael Van D Pope says altcoins are in a position to witness massive rallies in the coming months. The analyst tells his 707,000 followers, that's a lot of followers, on social media platform X, aka Twitter, that the total three chart, which traders use to track the performance of the altcoin market, witnessed an over 16% devaluation during the most recent correction. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what he's talking about on the total three chart, because I have the total three chart pulled up here. So the total three chart is all cryptos excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this chart shows the performance of the crypto market, but without using Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is a very once you get into crypto, you understand just how important this chart is, and it is an important chart. So we did have a pullback, and it kind of I'm going to draw out some lines here on the screen. So we did have a pullback. I'm going to use two red lines in the market. When it comes to this, we did have a pullback. So he's talking about this pullback here, which was probably, he said 16%. I think at the peaks of each, it was probably more like 18%, if I can get that just right. Yeah, so really 18% pullback. He said 16%, but he's probably going off the meat of the candles. If I put it to the bottom, to the body of the wick, then yeah, you get about 16%. You get a 16% pullback. Yep, and it's 16 right there. So he's going off of the body of the candle, which is just fine. You can either go off the body or the wick. I go off the wicks. The wicks are a more conservative point of view on it. So I'll go off the wicks. But yeah, he's talking about that pullback, which was a pretty decent pullback. Um, probably shook a lot of people out of the market. Uh, but we could not just blast through that, because we're kind of getting a little rejection right there at the top of that on the total three chart. So total three could do something like this. It could range here, there, come back up, and kind of bounce around in this range right here, which would probably shake a lot of people out of market, because as you can see, the way that looks like somebody grabbed a towel and then did like this right here to the towel to shake everything out. And that's kind of what they do. They do stuff like that to shake people out of the market. But what you want to do is you want to hold on to every fiber of that towel to make sure when they're done shaking that you're there for the next leg up. Because what will happen is, after all that wave is shaking and they shake enough people out of the market, then they're gonna blast off. The next leg up will take place. And what you want to do is make sure you hold on through all that up down roller coaster ride and the shaking, that you make it for the next leg up, because you will be rewarded heavily. Trust me, you will be rewarded heavily, because the total three market is probably gonna do is probably going to go a little insane once Bitcoin dominance starts to come down some. The dominance of Bitcoin start to drop, then we'll probably get some insane moves on the altcoins, and you can actually have a little hint of that today, the way the market has been moving. Going over to the weekly chart with the total three. So this is still the total three chart, crypto market minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. And as you can see, to get to the all-time high, we still got a long way to go. We are basically, if you pull that from here to here, we're basically 31% away from the all-time high when it comes to the total three market. So we still got a little ways to go on that. But prices, by the time this recovers that 31% and get back to the all-time high, the 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 cost and the prices of altcoins are going to be insane. So if you're not in the market right now, it's going to be very tough to get in at these high prices. Not saying that if you get in, you won't make any money, but the prices are going to be extremely more expensive than they are right now. Um, so if you guys want to go over to the Daily Huddle and read this, but once again, altcoins are gearing up to outperform Bitcoin following a healthy correction. So it's going to be some big moves coming for the altcoins, and it's going to be a lot of money made. Probably going to be some millionaires made in this bull run. especially people who took it serious and invested a lot of money. So sometimes in your life, you got to take some time off from doing any extracurricular activity, and you got to start investing into yourself and into your future, because these opportunities only come around so often. So with that being said, guys, I might be done with the video on Anchor. Oh, I do want to go over here to the Anchor website. They reiterated the website, so I know I did a video and I showed the website a couple weeks ago, and but since then they have actually revamped the website, which it looked good before, but it looks even better now. Y'all see the trusted by the best in the business and blockchain. So these are some of the partnerships that they have going on here. If you're in the space, you know some of these names. If you're not in the space, some of these names won't jump out to you. Stellar, we know Stellar. We used to own some Stellar. Wormhole, Bitfinex, that is an exchange. 1inch, we own some 1inch. It's not in this particular portfolio, but we do own some 1inch. We own some Avalanche. It's also not in this particular portfolio, but we own both of those, and those are great projects. Also, Chili's, Binance, Microsoft, the biggest name on here, Microsoft. So, guys, and this is the Anchor project. I'll just stroll through Polygon. Come on, man, Polygon. This is I really like what they did to the website. So I was over here this morning kind of going through the website and reading some of the stuff, and going in here, you can go to the Twitter page, you can go to the Telegram chat, the Discord. I don't even know what that is, but Reddit. You can go on Reddit. Don't believe everything you read on those in some of those forums now, but it's a good it's something good to use to add to your personal roadmap on your journey. So because you want to try to gain as much information as possible, so it is good to go across a lot of different platforms and get as much information as you can get possible on anything that you're doing. I mean, I've been in Anchor for a long time, and I still surf the web, reading up as much as I can on Anchor and following them on Twitter and all the forums that you just seen that I stroll down to. I follow them on all of that. I read. I'll send messages to the devs, which is the owners, and sometimes they get back to you, or sometimes they'll answer questions that you have asked that maybe a lot of people are asking the same question, and they'll answer those questions. So it's easy to do the research. Anything that you want to do, you will do. So all you got to do is want to do it, and you will eventually do that. So with that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for this video, and Antonio out.